you guys playing here on main stage?
I don't find it a distraction. I find it as fuel. It's very exciting, you know, to get outplay somebody and just the crowd erupting. So I love it. If you guys can yell whenever we go off, go for it. I invite you.
What if when they're not going with you? How does that bring the camaraderie together with your team?
Nothing changes, you know. We're going to keep doing our thing. The crowd is going to affect us, you know. I find that kind of funny, even like bringing that up, you know.
So I want to know one word to describe your opponent. What would you say?
I'd say organized. I feel like they're very organized.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Danny, Identives. I want to know, you are in your home turf. This is a very comfortable space for you. You have a lot to prove. I know you want to make it to Championship Sunday. How are you going to get there?
Para todos aquí. Estamos aquí con Identives, ¿lo conocen? ¿Sí?
Now, tú representas aquí México con el apoyo, pero también aquí para Gears Esports. ¿Qué van a hacer para prepararse para irse al Championship este domingo?
Pues simplemente estamos jugando nuestro juego, seguimos jugándolo y estamos muy confident de lo que estamos haciendo. Se siente como un verdadero equipo, una verdadera familia y estamos muy emocionados de probarles que podemos hacerlo.
So we're really emotional, but we feel like we're going to play very confident coming into this matchup, and there we go. Una palabra para tu equipo que vas a jugar aquí. ¿Tienes una palabra para ellos? A word that represents your opponent?
Una palabra. I will say, I won't say nothing bad. Un buen match.
Well, shake hands, gentlemen. Let's have a good matchup, and let's get this game started.
Man, Identives, they love him. He is certainly endeared, and not only this nation, but the entire Latin American region, isn't he?
Oh, he's endeared himself to everybody here. They even brought in their own merch for them to sell here at the event, and I think it sold out in less than 20 minutes. If you weren't already in line when the doors opened, you missed your chance, you missed your shot. But now everybody's running around, wearing his face on their shirts. That's got to be a big help when you're up on stage.
Oh, big time. And the fact is that he came back home to play with his old teammates. Like, that's the story. That is the biggest story here in Mexico.
Undoubtedly. And I mean, not only that, but how far back the story goes. Y'all saw the video of when he announced he would be leaving the Splice roster and moving for greener pastures in the United States. He, of course, went to Ghost Gaming, and he said, look, at the end of the day, I love these guys. They're my brothers, but I want to win a championship. Well, guess what? He did exactly that. He won a championship with the Ghost Gaming roster. He knows what it takes to play at that level back in Vegas this season. And, of course, he knows what it takes to win, doesn't he?
I feel bad for any team that has to play them on main stage this entire weekend. This is one of the few times in esports where we actually have a home team, right? So many times in esports we'll be in different cities, different countries across the world, right? And so often it's almost a neutral playing field, right? There's certain fans organizations, but it's always, you know, a crowd, right? In this situation, we have a home team, guys. We have a team that everyone in this building wants to win. So you already know every single kill is going to be roars, every single two-piece. Our eardrums are probably going to break. I cannot wait to see. This is going to be an insane match.
Colin, he's talking about the main stage. Imagine people playing against them on the side station. You see how many people that are out here?
It's down there in the pit, you get surrounded. Next thing you know, you can't hear your teammates, you can't hear call-outs. But Ryan, to your point earlier where you said they're hungry, those dogs better eat, because if they don't start eating now, it ain't going to start all weekend, because that crowd will turn on you faster than it'll get you.
The crowd will turn on.
I was going to say, they have a catalyst. They have a built-in catalyst at all times. They're going to bring them up no matter what they do.
There's no way.
2 years ago, they lost. The Envious got them from Optic Gaming. A year ago.
Yeah, they did actually.
A year ago, Space Station gets them on their side. Look, you get rolling, you get the favor.
That's for sure. Well, on the flip side, we have a buddy-buddy roster that, of course, former members of Ghost Gaming, God Plays, and Speedy. They're a team that are hot in every sense of the word. They're hot heads, and they can really get overly passionate towards each other, but they're also hot in their gameplay. Let's take a look and learn a little bit more about buddy-buddy.
My history as a player, it's definitely up and downs. I made the joke of my resume just completely bombing, going down. But that's not, going to stop me from still looking for what I'm looking for, and that's a championship. Would some people call me an underdog? I'll let them decide whether they do think I'm an underdog or not. Like, I hope they play me differently because they do think I'm an underdog, and that's just only going to help in my favor. biggest challenge as a team right now, it has to do with like communication. Once we get that down, every kill is going to come easy to us. All the rotations, like everything's just going to be, you know, like a walk in the park if you ask me. I'm not worried about anybody. You know, you got to come into a tournament. Like, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So there's no reason to be worried. If that's the case, go back home. Like, why are you here?
So well spoken from Toy Soldier, arguably one of 3 players that achieved God tier status in Gears of War 3 alongside Nasty and Praised. Can he return to his greatness in Gears of War 4 though?
I have no question about it. You've seen hints of it. Every time he comes to Mexico City, he's able to put on a show, whether he gets a sniper clip, whether he picks up another power weapon. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I even look at this matchup and say Toy Soldier's my big X factor. I want to see that boy go off.
I think it's about time people stop even saying that, because we saw what Toy Soldier did in Ohio. He does it all already. The old school Toy Soldier, he's back.
So for me, the whole thing with Toy Soldier, right? He was on our Envy teams and Echo Fox teams for years now, right? The story of his kind of Gears of War 4 has been inconsistency, right? He has very, very high highs. He has very, very low lows. And so for him, I need to see him hold this for an entire weekend, right? For an entire set of events, because he's really up and down right now, and that's just the honest, that's my honest opinion on that.
Yeah, and of course, who knows it better than the person that coached him for how many events? 6, 7 plus events.
I mean, 2 titles, 2 seasons, right? I mean, I won championships with the guy. Like I said, when he's on fire, he's one of the most unstoppable players in Gears of War history, right? No one moves like him. His mind moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so when his hands are in sync with his mind, you can't kill him, and he's going to be a terror on the map. That being said, though, when he gets in his own head, when he gets in some of these ruts, that's when you see him cost his team rounds, cost his team maps.
Meanwhile, the Ghost Gaming side, of course, making their debut again, as we mentioned. Let's stop talking about it and let's watch it happen. Ghost Gaming will be going up against Buddy Buddy. You know Speedy enjoys being the bad boy role. If he can take down this Ghost Gaming roster, something tells me he'll be the new antagonist of this event. Your gentlemen, your thoughts on Speedy as a player?
Speedy, to me, is one of the best players in the world because he won a championship with 5 people that I don't think anybody expected him to win a championship with. He went in there, he helped create his own roster, he had a great coach in Fatal Strike, but he did it his way. Like Frank Sinatra, he did it his way, baby.
Speedy, in my eyes, is a top 5 talent in this game. In terms of playing Gears of War, Speedy is up there with absolutely anyone at any time. His issues have been his own kind of personality at times, right? How he gets very, very emotional. He's so emotionally invested in winning, so emotionally invested into the game, that sometimes he projects that on his teammates in a negative way. And so you have to have a certain kind of teammate to be able to thrive under that leadership, right? You can't have teammates that shut down when there's criticism involved, right? Because he comes off so passionately. So for me, I think he needs to kind of at some point take a step back and realize sort of how to properly play with a different set of teammates other than the Ghost Gaming teams. And I think that's going to be, prove a lot more successful for him.
Yeah. And honestly, one thing that's interesting about Speedy, he no longer is
day and throughout the entire weekend. This is going to be the scariest Speedy ever because he has a chip on his shoulder, okay? Speedy, he's basically, people think he's gotten ousted, but basically he left because he wants to build his own championship team outside of what he had with Ghost Gaming. So now Speedy put together a veteran roster full of players that's done it all before, especially a champion and Toy Soldier. So with Speedy being the in-game leader of his own team again, he's going to be successful.
Yep, that's for sure. We'll see what Speedy can do as the IGL of this roster. Of course, big question mark, his toxicity, which can play a factor at times, people have said, but everyone here knows Speedy's ability to lead and to call shots in game and ultimately lead by example with the amount of kills that he puts up in the kill category. That's going to be it for our pre-match analysis. We have Ghost Gaming versus Buddy Buddy, Veli, and Colin. Take it away.
Colin, I'm going to tell you now, it's been a pleasure. I've been waiting for this day forever, man. But Buddy Buddy against Ghost Gaming, the hometown favorite team. What do you want to see?
I want to see it close up. I want to see a lot of jabs. I want to see a lot of rabbit punches. Hell, I want to see some uppercuts once or twice. And we're going to start out here with Monkeys in the middle throwing out some smokes. I love the way that Monkeys has really rotated himself around that back cover, pulling his Lancer back out, making sure Crush Mode can't push up on Sleeper. That's great teamwork right there.
Sleeper pushing in with the utmost confidence in the world, challenging a 1v1, winning it, of course. But Sleeper got too excited, ran into Speedy. Speedy took him out. But Monkey's doing it all, answering down in B Street, making sure his teammate's going to have the easiest fights possible.
Once again, Monkey's doing it all. He rolled back, he got the first Lancer out, helps his teammate get a kill, and then he comes in, trades out again. So they end up winning the map control fight right there. They got 2 hills to 1, and they've got better positioning right now on the map than Buddy Buddy. So if you're Buddy Buddy, you've got to kind of get your resources back together. You got to assess your situation, whether you're going to overload B Street or you're going to overload clock tower. You got to make that decision. You got to make it quick.
Yeah, and you already see the synergy working for Ghost Gaming. Identiv's getting help from Dezenite, able to get the kill in B Street. And as they're fighting that Monkeys, he sees Crushmo and Toy Soldier starting to push up into the market area, so he's going to slow it down just a little bit, pull out his Lancer, and do as much as he can to support his teammates.
Oh, I was about to say, don't run right into Dezenite. Dezenite was hungry and ready with that Nastro already out. I said, don't do it. Don't go in that Lion's Den. But he's going to take cover on this close-range fight right here. He's going to wait for somebody to try to push him, maybe take that cover, get that quick pot shot over the cover. I love this positioning by him. He knows that they got to push into him. Big break, but he gets killed by firearm. The positioning was a little bit better by him. That L trigger a little bit stronger.
Ghost Gaming taking all of their time in the world with the 2-1 Hill lead, but Identiv's, he's going to back up because buddy, they're pushing in. They're starting to regain map control, so Ghost Gaming, they're going to have to switch from playing it slow with the lead to actually being on the offensive, and that's exactly what you see from Sleeper getting into the C-Hill with Chaos. God plays in their sights. They're going to go ahead and whoop pack and try to get this kill, but Monkeys goes down. Chaos, oh, he's going to push this, Colin.
Oh, no, he's not. He's going to roll out. He's going to get some of his health back. He knows that he's in enemy territory. Sleeper gets left on an island by himself, and now Chaos has to either decide whether he's going to roll back, wait for respawn, or if he's going to sit there and try to take on the world by himself. Don't be Superman, big man. Let your friends come back.
Colin, that was a bait and switch gone wrong. Chaos threw his man in the fire, and that was all she wrote.
That was a bait and switch that ended up in the boat, man. That was a 10-pound bass that caught the Sleeper.
All right, Monkeys picking up the kill on Crushmo. Simple kill. Able to clean that up, but as you hear from the timer in the 2-1 Hill lead, you're looking at a score of 190 to 158. Ghost Gaming looking to make a statement by winning this first round, and Chaos gets taken out, but Chaos did his job. He was able to burn time, able to slow Buddy down just a bit, and in a few more seconds, that's going to be it. Ghost Gaming winning their first round here on O-Town.
I love that. As soon as that first round clicked through for him, you heard the clapping, you heard the cheering, you heard a little bit of that rumble. And that could be bad news. If you start to let that rumble turn into an earthquake, you're going to be shaking, your hands is going to be shaking, you might miss an extra shot or two, Bell. Uh-oh, that's bad news, baby.
Speaking of bad news, the Hammer Burst is going to go down from God Plays, okay? We're not going to see a lot of Marx's play now that the Hammer Burst is down. But we're going to see how they utilize that, especially when it comes to their initial. We saw Buddy extremely aggressive in the beginning, but then Sleeper went ahead, got the easy kill, and turned things around for Ghost Gaming. How are they going to flip it around this round?
Well, what they have to do is they have to win that initial on B Street. When they lost that initial where the two shotguns came together and their guy got chunked and not Ghost Gaming's, it was all bad news for the rest of that round. They could have read it on the headlines, but they overloaded. Look at that. 3 members of Buddy on that side, and they're still getting pushed out of the hill because that's a big-time Lancer, a big active Lancer coming out of the middle market. But Speedy doing what Speedy does best. He smells blood. He's chasing.
Colin, it's a party. All 3 players from Buddy rushing down B Street with their shotguns out, able to clear it out. So Ghost Gaming are on the run. But look at the rotation. Toy Soldier and Speedy going back to help out Crushmo. Crushmo called out that there's 2 people in the A hill, and Buddy, they're not going to have any of it.
No. Get your friends back. Go ahead. Get your numbers either even and on your side, and then take that fight. Make sure you even it up first, though. But look at that. He rotates out, tries to get the first. He does. He's going to get cleaned up, though. And there's a lot of trades coming out. Sleeper ends up getting that double there, gets finally taken out. If you're Buddy, this is a danger zone, though. This is right outside of your home. You can't die here.
You feel comfortable as Speedy is in the front lines, putting in a big shot, getting the down on Chaos, one of the biggest slayers on Ghost Gaming, and the domination. Swiftly denied. Identiv's able to sneak around and capture that B hill.
Hey, look, he's all by himself right now, and I think Speedy thinks he can take a 1v1 against him. Identiv's a lot of pistol shots come out, though, and it puts him almost full red. Here comes Toy Soldier for the backup. Big bricks coming out. Speedy cleans it up. Little kill steal there, but who cares? It don't matter. Let's get the kill. Let's get the hill. And let's move on with light.
But Colin, this is somewhat different than the first round. It seems like Buddy has had the advantage the entire time. They're not backing up at all. Whenever they do back up, they swiftly regroup, get the kills, and then go back to the 2-1 hill lead. What is Ghost Gaming going to have to do in order to come back?
I think they got to overload. For me, Ghost Gaming has to look at this as we know where Buddy's set up. You see Toy Soldier, Speedy on this backstreet side of the map. On the opposite side of the map, though, they might not have their main slayers over there. We might be able to take advantage of that matchup.
All right, you see them coming over from Bell Tower. That's going to be Ghost Gaming. Wolf packing, taking out Crushmo. Crushmo found by himself on an island, but God plays. Coming in with the Lancer behind Chaos, able to help Speedy pick up the kill. Now he sees Monkeys trying the same thing. Monkeys running into a 1v2. He gets taken out as well. But God plays this race in a rotate. I wonder.
It's still a 3v3 though. The numbers are still even. Once they get that kill, now you can push. Now you can push. You got your numbers. It's 4v3. They're gonna have another guy coming off spawn. So you've solidified your defense for the round. You know you have a lead, I believe, and you've got your home hill. And look at how many members of Buddy Buddy are within about 10 feet of their home hill.
Yeah.
They can win off of one right now. They got to just play defense. Just solidify it right now.
Would you turtle in this situation?
I'm never about the turtle. I always like you to challenge at least one guy. Get that first kill. Try to make sure they can't bring their full force against you.
Got that right. All right, so with the Beanzy Hill currently in Ghost Gaming's possession, we're here with Buddy Buddy trying to hold off the very last push. All they need are 5 more seconds. Identips, Monkeys, Chaos, Sleeper, they all die. Buddy Buddy takes the round. We're now tied 1-1.
So as impressive as that was at the very end right there, what you got to keep in mind is imagine if Buddy Buddy loses all those fights.
Then that's it.
And then you lose the round.
Yeah.
So that turtle,
it was dangerous.
It's genius if it works. It's dumb if it goes the opposite way. So all bets off. Good job by them. I praise them for making that decision and sticking by it. But sometimes when you're that close, I don't want to take that chance. And maybe even a misfire comes out and you get a team kill.
So in the future, they should spread it out just a little bit, right?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Like a good little condiment on a sandwich. Spread it out a little bit. Make sure you get all the corners on the bread. Make sure the whole dang sandwich taste good.
Got that right. So we're looking at a weapon drop by Sleeper over in the back street. They put down the incendiary grenade. That's going to change things up just a little bit. Over in the B street, Buddy Buddy basically dominated that entire area all last round. Let's see if they can go ahead and repeat. But take a look at Sleeper, 9 kills, 1 down. The entire team is playing for each other. Just really no direct standout because this team, they play as an entire unit, and that's what I love.
I love how they have been wolf packing most of these rounds. They're going to send 2, 2, and a 1 again. So they're sticking with the same kind of base strat. Whereas, again, Buddy Buddy has only sent Crush Mode in the middle. Crush Mode smokes out that window so you can't Lancer for your teammates right off rip. I absolutely love the play to overload this B Street and try to get these kills quickly.
Yeah, but with only Crush Mode in the middle, he's not going to be enough. You see Des Knight now moving up. You have a player down. Toy Soldier backing up. The incendiary grenades are picked up, and Toy Soldier gets headshotted. Des Knight is not having it. But now, it barely missed the cope.
Des Knight took that from way downtown. No connection there, though. A little brick off the glass, but it's all right.
Looking like Shaquille O'Neal from the three-point, right?
That's right. But he's going to clean up 2 quick kills for himself right there. So Des Knight doing what needs to be done. He used that instant, actually. It actually turns out that he used that as crowd control.
Yeah.
And he forced them into a corner.
But now the domination was denied. Buddy Buddy able to stop that quickly. Their round was saved. But you see Chaos with the hammer burst. He's going to lock down this bell tower. But on the other side of the map, you see Toy Soldier and Co. They're pushing up B Street, but Des Knight with the double kill.
That was a double kill with an instant, and then Chaos actually got it down with that hammer burst. 4 straight pulls of the trigger, 4 straight connections, and now the push will come in. Now if your Ghost fly, Eagle fly,
Sleeper! Stop it!
Buddy, that fell apart quick, didn't it?
Oh yeah, Sleeper, get number 5. All right. So Buddy Buddy pushing in, trying to save the round once again. Oh, there you have it. Bodies exploding, and that's going to be it. The hometown team, Ghost Gaming, going up 2-1, and the crowd is clapping. They're happy.
Show no fear. Body everybody. I love how Ghost Gaming has played this matchup so far. The second they get any advantage whatsoever, they don't just knock on the door. They kick that whole damn thing down.
All right. Let's take a look and see what Buddy Buddy are going to drop down here in the market area. Frag grenade, would you agree with that?
¿Cuál tuyo de eso? No. Ya.
All right, Colin, we've seen what they've done, but I say we go into the comps. Let's see what Ghost Gaming has in store for Buddy Buddy. But your Astro Gaming listening.
Hey, break.
And I think we had a little bit of a technical issue here. I think people are kind of standing right outside of the spawn. Speedy and God Plays, though, pick up both of the frag grenades. They retreated, so we're going to come back to the desk with a little bit of a technical issue there inside the map. And I think there might have been too much hype in the crowd. I think they actually had to shut it down. The electricity was too much. It overloaded the circuit.
Too much energy here in the Gears Pro Circuit, Mexico City, at the World Trade Center, downtown Mexico City, by the way. Ryan, What are you seeing so far in this matchup? I see you taking some good notes over there.
I am seeing Ghost Gaming out-rotate and outclass Buddy Buddy through the first 3 rounds. There have been times where Buddy Buddy takes a commanding portion of the map, only to basically not capitalize, let Ghost Gaming spawn back up, and then make the proper rotations. And they're basically just being bigger, faster, stronger, if I'm kind of generalizing it, right? They're hitting spots quicker than Buddy Buddy is. Obviously, the fights are going fairly both ways, actually. Both teams are getting a decent portion of the fights, but I see Ghost Gaming rotating quicker and better.
And if you want a little inside info, one of the things that I saw when I turned around just before we came back to the broadcast, Ghost Gaming was actually taking their headsets off, like they had some kind of issue with being able to hear their teammates. How much more impressive is that you're not able to hear call-outs and you're still dominating?
You know, it's funny, back in the day, I'm not sure if you ever did this, though. I know the Insanes and my team actually used to practice, franchise hated this idea, used to practice with our mics on mute because we said, look, if we have chemistry without being able to talk to each other, if we know where we're going to be, what to do, how we're going to rotate, we can do it without audio. So maybe that's a little bit of that going on.
Chemistry
not bad.
Chemistry in Gears of War 4.
That's why you're here now and not like franchise, right? Not out there still winning.
No, chemistry is so important in Gears of War 4. And so our viewers at home, when you hear, what is chemistry, right? How do I develop chemistry? What we kind of look at as chemistry is when teams move together, like John said, without having to communicate it, right? When teams naturally move together just by second nature, right? And so you can see the guys on Ghost Gaming have been playing together for so long. Even Identivs used to play on this team for so long. So they make these natural moves, and that's why they're able to rotate so quickly. You'll see times where they get their home hill, the initial, pans out, they lose the neutral hill, and what do? They quickly make a rotation to get double homes, right? That second nature movement is what kind of makes them such a well-oiled machine. Yeah, and it's interesting about this Ghost Gaming roster. Yes, they did play together in the past, and I mean the core of 3 in Chaos, in Dezenide, and in Identivs. But for the first time ever, Identivs is playing alongside Monkeys and Sleeper. Of course, back in Gears of War 3, it was player roulette with a lot of these GB rosters.
It really was,
is that coming into account here?
I feel like it definitely does. But chemistry, we always preach chemistry and how important it is to actually keep your teams together for a while because you might learn something new.
Shocking, right?
Right, exactly. But we have an instance where you have a team like Ghost Gaming who's been together for actually a while. They have a lot of chemistry. They know each other, and they're great friends. And Buddy Buddy, they're a brand new team.
Less than 3 weeks.
Less than 3 weeks old. So how is that going to come into play?
That's why you're seeing Ghost Gaming out-rotate them, right? Those movements are second nature. They've been doing these things together for coming on years now, right? Maybe even across multiple titles at this point. These guys have been playing together, whether in one way or not, for so long. So like I said, it's really hard as a new team, and what you got to kind of do is throw your opponent off, right? In certain ways, you're going to see a lot of boom fights there. Even those situations where maybe you throw a boom here, you throw a drop here. Make the map chaotic, right? Clearly, Buddy Buddy just naturally will not have the same level of teamwork in 3 weeks that a team like Ghost Gaming has. So I look to see them kind of change the pace of the game and kind of throw Ghost off a little bit.
Especially in a map like Old Town, right? A very rotation-heavy map, a really teamwork-oriented map. But you wonder if a map like maybe Slab or a close face to your quarters might make a difference. What are your thoughts there, Billy?
I feel like definitely you're going to have to play to your style. But I feel like Buddy Buddy, they're going to have to find their groove so far. They've thrown a few different strategies, like they're sending just crush mode to the market area, okay? When Ghost Gaming, they're sending 2 people, so it's coming through and finding out that weakness and just, switching up that strategy to be your opponent.
Buddy Buddy's already in new water, new ground, new territory, whatever you want to call it, because their first match of the day, it was 14-2 across 2 maps, and they've already lost 2 rounds here. So they're in brand new territory already, quick against Ghost Gaming.
Yep, that's what we said. Speedy assembled what he thinks is his God squad. It was his quote-unquote decision to leave that original Ghost Gaming roster. Well, we'll see if that God squad can come together in a big way at that. They're, of course, going to have to do that against one of the best teams in the world right now, and a team with all the momentum and hype in Ghost Gaming. If they can do it, Ryan, in your eyes, what's the best way to dismantle this Ghost Gaming squad?
Yeah, for Buddy Buddy, I mean, you got to basically throw Ghosts off their game, right? Like I said, they're rotating very well right now. You actually, it's sort of a blessing right now that you're able to have a little bit of a break in between the first 3 rounds, right? You can look to make adjustments, right? What are we doing wrong? How are we giving up these double home setups, right? How are we not holding our regular setups on the neutral hill properly, right? So I look to them to kind of make those adjustments. What I said earlier, the tried and true method to make the map chaotic is just throw stuff everywhere. Throw a boom over here, throw a drop over there, throw a snipe over there, right? Put different tools in your players' hands. There's so much skill on this Buddy Buddy team, right? They have guys who are Toy Soldier is such a good sniper. Speedy has been using power weapons on Ghost Gaming for event after event. So these are guys who know how to do this and know how to be effective at that. So I want to see them kind of, like I said, throw Ghost Gaming off, because if you try to just play them at the traditional out-rotate you, out-fight you, Ghost Gaming's going to probably win that, especially with their pals behind them gassing them up.
That's a great point, especially when it's only 2-1. It's a lot earlier than you being down 4-1, 5-1, where it's hard to claw your way back. So you kind of mentioned it. Yes, Buddy Buddy was able to take a round. But do you feel like they kind of stole that round? Do you feel like they're really getting outplayed and out-rotated, speaking of which, in timing and of his pause?
Yeah, I mean, they won that round on time, right? So we've seen 2 rounds, 1 on time so far, one round, 1 on a 3 cap. It seemed like Ghost Gaming that round never was really able to get the numbers back. And that goes to show kind of the skill, like I said, Buddy Buddy does have, right? So if Ghost does engage these kind of close quarter shotgun fights, Buddy Buddy can shoot with them, right? They have guy. Crushmo is so skilled, right? Plays on lower sensitivities. He back and forth between 30, 15. He chooses what sensitivity he wants on an event, and he's still one of the most high-skilled players we have. But like I said, you know, if they can force those fights more and more, I think that's kind of probably their best chance, right? You got to throw Ghost out their game. If you let them rotate, they're going to run all over you.
I was going to say, Veli can probably speak to this more than anybody. With a team, you can't back down from a team. Whether they're out-rotating you, whether they've got better setups than you, just keep pushing into them. Make them make the fight. Make them make the mistake. If you sit back, rest on your laurels, you're going to lose. Against a team like Ghost Gaming, get in their face. Try to make them make these plays that we all know they are capable of. But let's see if they can do it under the bright lights on the big stage, especially with a couple new members on that team playing together for the first time.
But we saw it in the last round. Ghost Gaming, they're pushing with confidence. Yes, we all know that Buddy Buddy individually, they outclass Ghost Gaming, and I'm going to be confident in saying that. But Ghost Gaming, they're still pushing because they know at the end of the day, they're going to have the team fire behind them. They know the rotations are going to be crisp, but they know that Buddy Buddy aren't going to have that on the other end. So you're looking at a complete team versus a team that's really still learning each other on the fly.
I'm going to ask you guys this, changing gears a little bit. Of course, both these teams want to know in their pool. This arguably is the match to decide the pool. Do you think this new Ghost Gaming roster will place top 3 at this event?
Colin, so when Ghost Gaming finally beat Optic Gaming, right, their placements after that, it was like top 12, top 12. It's really hard to really bet on them, right?
Look, you can only bet on them because they're in their hometown right now. They're going to be able to play with all the energy, all the excitement. If you get tired late Sunday, that crowd is going to give you the fuel you'll need. That's premium gas, baby. That octane is high. They're going to get you to that grand final. They're going to do their damnedest to make sure you know you can get there.
I'm a firm believer that history repeats itself. I'm not saying it will right here. It's a slightly different situation. But this Ghost Gaming roster in front of their Mexican crowd plays top 12. Both Mexico City events.
You're right.
Not saying that's going to happen by any means, but I don't know what it is. The pressure, I think, weighs so heavily on players like Dezenide, players like Sleefer, advers of the past. I don't think it weighs heavily on the man Identives. He has all the confidence in the world.
Well, the storylines are always cute and all, but it's going to be all about execution. Sorry to cut you off, Ryan.
No, I was going to say, like, if there's an event for them to do it, it is this one, and I'll tell you why. We have a slew of new teams. Some sort of forced situations like Rise Nation, right, where they have to use Keem instead of Powers due to the age restriction. You have a new Simplicity. You have a new Reciprocity. You have new teams across the board. While Ghost is also kind of a new team, too. You know, they brought kind of, you know, at least an old teammate home, right, a team where they have comfortability with, while we have a slew of new rosters, right? So I think this is going to be their chance because you're going to see a lot of teams that are a little less organized than they might have been prior to this.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think this is definitely the opportunity. But I'm hearing a lot of ifs. I'm hearing a lot of maybes. I'm hearing a lot of politically correct answers. I want to know.
Space Station's not looking too good either, by the way.
Will Ghost Gaming place top 3, yes or no?
Yes.
Nope.
3rd.
You crazy. It's hard. I want them to. Yes.
Finally.
Top 3.
A backbone from this man.
I don't want to jinx them.
You're a commentator now. You can have an opinion.
I'm a jinxer, though. Like, I put out Space Station Gaming, and now they're 0-2.
Colin, you're itching to say something.
I think third is their cap.
I was going to say, just remember, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Can you repeat that one more time?
If ifs and nuts were candies and butts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
I love you. If it's and nuts were candies.
At the end of the day, it don't matter what ifs you got. It doesn't matter what you got on your side. You gotta perform. When the bright lights and the big stage are on you. We've seen 2 teams already shut up some of the other powerhouses. Optic Gaming slayed out Reciprocity. It was 2 maps, and it won't even close.
Y'all want to know my opinion on the matter?
Go ahead.
I love Colin joining the desk. That's what I'm saying. We got some Southern charm here, bringing us all of the metaphors, similes, all the above. It's been a fun time.
One thing to keep in mind, guys, what pool are we in right now? What pool are we watching?
D.
This is pool C.
This is pool C.
This is pool C. Okay, so
I'm going to tell you multiple choice test there.
All the above.
I'm going to tell you the implications of why this match is so important. The second place team in this pool plays who round 1? Number one in Pool A, who is the Green Wall. That is a team you do not want to play in the first round of your champ bracket. So we talk about, can Ghost get top 3? Well, I think, yes, they can at 3rd place kind of being their cap. If they lose this match, you're going up against Optic in round 1 of bracket, and now you have not only the strongest team in the world to go up against. I don't know if your crowd can help you there, man. Their optics are really strong team.
On the flip side, if you win this match,
you play seed number 2 in that pool. So they said this match is huge for a number of reasons, right?
This is the difference between reciprocity and Optic Gaming. This is why we brought you on the desk, Ryan, and not coaching anymore. It's good to have you.
I can't tell you how many times I had to worry about like where we're going to place the pools. Like, you know, I only lost 1 pool play match my whole career.
Ask you this, did you ever throw a pool play match or anything of the sorts to try and fix the bracket?
Never. I've only lost 1 pool play match in my entire career. It was at New Orleans with our brand new team with, you know, IC, Kenny, Powers, all that. But
good answer, because I think you would have gone bad if you said otherwise.
Yeah, no, I got too much pride. I'm not losing. No one likes to lose.
That's a great point. Only 1 pool play match. That's impressive.
That's even more motivation to not lose this game. There's no way, no how you want to play Optic Gaming on a Saturday going forward toward top 6, top 8, whatever it might be. The Green Wall is not a team you ever want to see. But I think both of these teams might be hungry for the opportunity to see what they got. You can only, hey, look, iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. You got to go up against the best if you want to get better. So sooner or later, you're going to have to fight that brick wall, that green wall. And you got to probably bang your head against it a few thousand times.
That green wall is an iron. It isn't steel. It's titanium. It's hard to bust through. That's for sure.
Something.
And it,
got up against it quite a bit. It's something. I'll tell you that much.
The worst half of that deal came from this guy, maybe quite a few times. So we'll see how the action is going to break down here. Of course, our apologies for the technical delay as these players are just getting things fixed. Of course, a lot on the line here. So we want to make sure that everything is in order. But Ghost Gaming starts off 2-1 against Buddy Buddy. On the flip side, we talked a lot about Ghost. This Buddy Buddy roster, I think the highs will be high, the lows will be low. I think if they can catch fire, they'll be great. Where do you guys see them finishing? Top 8?
Top 8, definitely. They have the individual skill alone to do it. But the question is, how high can they get? I mean, if they're playing at a top level, I believe that they can actually play with the best, except, you know, Optic Gaming. But other than that, it's going to be all about their emotions in the long run. They're a new team. They have veterans that's been at the top before, but they're, like we said before, they're new. So we really don't know what to expect from them.
By the way, I'm glad to see Toy Soldier as one individual. We talked about him earlier, but Toy Soldier's return to really a team with 4 players of his caliber as an individual. Of course, you mentioned it, a lot of inconsistency there, but when he's high, he really can arguably be a top 10 slayer in the game. Would you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, his mind moves so quickly, right? And his hands have the ability to move so quickly. So when his hands are moving in sync with his mind and he's not missing, he's unkillable, right? He pioneered sort of this kind of movement we have today, right? He's a guy that is so skilled.
Oh, the guy sitting in your seat pioneered that movement. That's ribs. I don't know.
He didn't pioneer this movement, right? Jordan pioneered some nice little methodical, you know, little finesse movement.
Jordan's the grandfather. Toy Soldier's Papa Toy Soldier.
Yeah, I think he took it to a new level. But like I said, man, like I said, his highs are high, his lows can be low, right? That's the situation where he gets in his own head. He starts changing his sensitivities around mid-round, mid-map, mid-match.
Oh, man.
Next thing you know, he's making decisions that kind of cost his team rounds. Rounds lead to maps, maps lead to matches. So like I said, you know, they got to hope that their whole morale stays very, very high, right? Things are different on land. Don't forget that, guys, right? Online, tensions get high because you're sitting in your own room. You're not next to your teammates. When you're next to your teammates, you give high fives, you're giving dabs, let's goes. You know, some of the toxicity kind of goes away, right? Not to say that it just disappears completely, but it's much easier to do this on land than it is online.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say on this Buddy Buddy roster, everyone I think here agrees Ghost Gaming is going to win this one, right?
Yes.
Across the board?
Yeah.
They should.
What does this Buddy Buddy roster need to do to take it? And not only that's a kind of high-level generic question like that, but who is it in particular on Buddy Buddy that needs to step up? Who's that X factor that can really turn that tide?
God plays and power weapons. In Season 1, he was a demon with weapons like the M-bar and with like the sniper rifle in his hands. Get something marksmanship related on the map, get it into his hands, and let him make those beautiful highlight reels we saw from Season 1. We talked about earlier Toy Soldier having a return to form. We talked about Crushmo being great, Speedy dominant. I need to see Kaid, I need to see God Plays return to Season 1 form when he was making montage clips on a weekend.
I'm going to have to say it's definitely going to be Canadian Jesus. It's going to have to be Crushmo. Because if you take a look at the history of this team and the 2Ks and whatnot, it's all relying on Crushmo to lead the charge. Whenever Crushmo's bullying people in the front lines, it's going to be hard for them to get past him to pick up those power weapons, and that gives chances to Firearm and the others to pick up the M-bar to dominate the map. So it all starts with Crushmo.
I think they need to play, kind of with the M-bar, they need to play into their strengths, right? I said Toy Soldier, very, very good with Sniper. Firearm, very good with Sniper. M-bar, again, marksmanship weapons, right? They need to play into those strengths versus, again, if you try to play traditional 5v5 escalation where it's all about rotations and you know, team fights, Ghost Gaming is going to edge you out, right? They're a well-oiled machine at this point. They've looked fantastic online in scrims leading up to this. They've looked good in tournaments. Like I said, you have to play into your own strengths and kind of do what's kind of gotten you to this level in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's the best possible analysis that we could get here from the desk in this match. I said Colin said God Plays. Veli says Crushmo. Ryan, you got a player in particular?
I actually want to see Firearm. I need to see Firearm involved more.
Yeah.
There you go. So those are the 3 players to keep an eye out for if they can shoot and sink. Everyone knows what Speedy can do. If these guys can shoot and sink, I think some great things can happen for this Buddy Buddy squad, but it's going to be a tall mountain to climb for Buddy Buddy, a 3-week-old team with a lot of firepower and a lot of potential. I'm getting word that we are ready. We are back with some more Gears of War action. Buddy Buddy trails 1-2. Can they turn it around? Boys, take it away.
All right, look, Belly, I don't know if we're going to have to reset the map because it looks like we do have a 0-0 scoreboard. So I think we might have to go through.
Good call.
We might have to go through here and let some teams get some easy triple caps, re-put the right weapons down. And for me, this long break actually tells me that Buddy Buddy might come out on fire because if you get a chance to huddle with your team, talk about it, you might be able to iron some of these problems out.
You know, I'm almost getting some PTSD here because this is like icing the kicker with the double doink in the Chicago Bears and the NFL here. You hit the field goal, it's a beauty. And then, of course, you get a timeout, you get a pause, and then you miss the field goal. So we'll see if Buddy Buddy can capitalize there.
Let me ask you a question, Fallout. You used to sit in this position. If it was up to you, Ghost Gaming USA is the obvious favorite to win, right? Who would you say on Buddy Buddy has to step out and be the X Factor?
You're going to just repeat the question I asked you to me?
I want to see what you think.
I mean, can't you just be like, hey, I'm going to ask you the same question you just
I'm going to ask you the same question you ask me, Fallout. Who's going to be the X Factor?
I was expecting Host Belly to come back. I'm going to give you a hard time.
Free burger, man.
Free burger. I'm giving you a hard time. Honestly, for me, at the end of the day, it comes to Speedy. And not necessarily from a gameplay standpoint. He doesn't need to step up his kills. Doesn't need to step up his gameplay. Doesn't need to step up his IGL. He needs to step up his behavior and his attitude because if he can stay hot, if he can stay positive, I think this team really can all sails rise for this Buddy Buddy roster.
So you think the captain and the IGL has to step up and be the X Factor? Hey, Fallout, the easy way out is right over there.
How is that the easy way out?
That was the same question all the time.
I like John's answer because it goes outside of Gears of War, right? It goes to this level. And I actually agree.
Look at this guy throwing
Buddy Buddy team
here. I like it though, my man. You can keep up.
This Buddy Buddy team is comprised of players who need direction kind of at all times, right? You have guys like Crushmo who thrive under stern direction, leading him where to go. You have Godplays, thrives under the ability to be told where to go. You tell him where to go kill them, he's going to go kill him. Toy Soldier, the same thing. Thrives under a situation where he gets the direction and he gets to go kill it. So I really need to see Speedy again truly be the IGL that he claims to be, right? Not repeating too many callouts, not flooding the mic on useless callouts. I need to see him leading his troops, directing them, letting them know where to get the kills, because you got the talent to kill people, right? You got some of the best shotguns in this game right now.
Yeah, leave it to Ryan to take my N+3 and turn it into an N+7 with some deep layers of meta and analysis there. Absolutely love it. That's why we got you on the desk and no longer behind the teams.
I like it up here.
This
is fun.
It's a good time. We can make fun of each other. I can throw Belly under the bus. Colin can throw me under the bus. It's
you don't want that static Fallout.
I gotta protect my boy. I gotta protect
you don't want that
like
static Fallout.
He comes equipped with backup and insurance. I'm right here.
One team, one dream, though, at the end of the day. And I will say, this talent team truly has evolved this event. I really do believe that. We look like we're ready to get in to map number 1 here and repeat where we left off, just one round away, and it looks like it is just about there. Can Buddy Buddy do it? Can they bounce back? Only down by 1 round. Can they take advantage of this icing and this opportunity to work their way back into this one? Or will it be Ghost Gaming, the home sensations, that are going to take it away and run away with this one? Colin Clark, Velivel Casts. Take it away, boys.
All right. Now, with the frag grenade put in the middle, you said that you like that drop, right?
Look, I like the idea behind it because I think that middle market gets lost in the sauce a lot, especially with them playing heavy on the back street. With them sending 3 people across the back street, when they put the frags in middle market now, you know that they're going to change up their strategy.
You're right.
They're actually going to overload middle market and go for those frags right off rip. I love that play call. I love that idea.
This is what I like to see. Buddy Buddy being different, being brave, playing to their ability. Speedy picking up the frag grenade, but Ghost Gaming now getting that down on Crushmo. Chaos with the aggression. Oh, he's able to get the kill, taking out Crushmo. Now with the instance in Identim's hand, Ghost Gaming now, they're going to flip the favor into their hands.
Well, when you try to overload and it don't work, that means something went wrong with your initial smokes because somebody didn't get lost. They knew exactly what was coming at them, and they were able to counter it perfectly. Des and I just played Speedy in his own spawn. They're threatening a triple cap. This could be 3-1 very quickly. The instants are out, trying to play a little crowd control with those. Big kill by Monkeys. He's going to run back up in here. And here comes the last line of defense for Buddy Buddy. Can they make this happen right here? Can they get these kills?
Playing as a unit, Toy Soldier is unsure where to even go. Ghost Gaming picking up another round, but Colin, it's just like how I called it. the reason why they got frag grenades, you saw who was leading the charge. Crushmo. He ran into the opposition's face, and he said, hey, look at me. Look at me. Everybody turned all eyes on Crushmo. They were able to get the power weapon.
And they were able to take care of that. I want to see what they put down at Bell Tower. I think more likely than not, you're going to see a marksman rifle over there. You're going to see an M-bar, a power weapon, something like that. Maybe a sniper, but you're probably going to get this drop now that they've settled in over it. I'm not sure if that's the play. You've already got frags on the map, so you have an explosive. And now with the drop shot, I know it's going to force a big team fight, but you're not winning those if you're buddy-buddy. I don't know if this is exactly what you want.
No, Speedy's feeling himself. I actually had an interview with Speedy not too long ago, and he was actually proud to say, hey, I'm bringing up this drop shot meta. This is my thing. So whenever he has a chance, they make sure they go ahead and put down one of his newly found favorite weapons so they can take over the game. You know, Colin, I'm not mad at it because buddy-buddy in the Bell Tower fight area, the Bell Tower area, that fight, it's going to lead to their favor. I really like their shotguns in that close-range combat.
They're going to have to do something here. They're going to have to do something quick because you're not going to go in 4-1, maybe 5-1 into the half, worst-case scenario. So the smokes are going to fly out. Speedy's going to get that first smoke in, and they do get a good stun on the back hill player. So the drop right now is on the ground. You got to find where the drop is, survive this initial salvo from Ghost Gaming, and pick it up and make sure that you can use it later on. Speedy did find it, he did get it, and he is going to get out with it.
The quick pick was exactly what buddy-buddy wanted. Speedy and Cole saw that pickup from a mile away, went in and got the one shot. So Speedy now rotating over towards B Street. He's going to have Sleeper and Monkey's there. And this should be 2 easy kills. He's going to whip the very first one, but he has two teammates there to back him up.
And he's got this, he's still holding the drop. That instant comes over. Now they're getting them kind of pushed back into their own spawn.
No.
Here comes the possible trip cap. That's the Mr. Krabs, ladies and gentlemen. They've got to make a decision now. They got to figure out where they're going. They get the first member of Ghost Gaming out of their hill. But I think if you look at the X-ray, one member of Ghost Gaming was still sneaking around outside, and that is Identives. And another one, it's Desinite and Identives are still just outside the home hill.
Yeah.
So Speedy is going to have to stay here with the drop and try to use it, but he's wasting shot after shot.
Speedy missing every shot so far with the most powerful weapon on the map. Now with no, there's another 1v1. Ghost Gaming going in for the kill. Speedy gets destroyed. What are they going to do? Only 3 players are left alive. Toy Soldier, God plays in crush mode. Is that going to be enough to stop Ghost Gaming in their push?
I don't know if it is because you're still only going to have Backstreet to your name. And with Ghost Gaming having the 2 home hill advantage in this first half, that means they basically have full control over that Bell Tower side, which means that they will get the secondary drop shot spawn pretty much at will at this point.
And Crush Mode getting hit hard now, full red from the Hammer Burst. He's going to rotate over. Crush Mode seems to be unsure of what he wants to do. He wants to go to the middle, go to B Street, go to the middle, go to B Street. What buddy has to do, they have to slow things down now, okay? They're going to have to understand the map and see where everybody is on Ghost Gaming. Call out those numbers and then direct a push with numbers in your favor.
And Crushmo sitting over on that back street. You see Firearm, he's going to have to fend off Desinite and one other member of Ghost Gaming. So Firearm is going to have to rotate out here. He's already full red. Yeah. All they had to do was hunt him down. They knew how hurt he was, and that was too easy for them to take care of that and clean that up. And now God plays on the top street side of this map. They look like they were going to go for an OE to try to get a break on Ghost Gaming's hill, but they're going to get chased out now.
Buddy didn't even set up at the Bell Tower for the drop shot, so that's going to go in the hands of Ghost Gaming with the score of 140 to 102. Buddy, they're going to go ahead and have to act fast, and God plays with the Kobe taking out Chaos. And now he's going to move towards the A-hill, where he finds himself in a 1v2.
Almost got the second. Sleeper's burning up, though. Sleeper might be able to go down, but he's going to have
finished that.
Sleeper dropped one frag and gets the trade. That's massive.
That's a big play from Sleeper. He shouldn't have even been in this situation, and now comes the domination. Buddy. They're going to have to apply as much pressure as possible, starting with Crush Mode, getting this kill in this 1v1.
And Identives is still outside of the home. Identives has been caught outside no man's land. Chaos now. And
there
look at the flank coming out by Crush Mode. Identives still outside of the home, but the C-Hill will get capped for Ghost Gaming. So the point spread is close enough that Buddy can actually catch up at this point and still win this round off of a 2-1 hill, but that's almost impossible with the respawns right there. They're right around that corner. It's almost impossible to continuously hold your opponent's home hill.
Buddy can't even hold on to the lead for long. Ghost Gaming immediately takes away their second hill from him. Buddy currently fighting for the C-Hill, but again losing the A-Hill. It's a back and forth fight with a score of 193 to 176. Buddy, they're going to have to go for domination. They need a triple cap.
They continue to break hills. They continue to keep Ghost from getting points. But then all of a sudden, one member falls, 2 or 3 more fall. They get another cap, And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play correct defense. They did not turtle up. They didn't make sure that they had to come to them. Ghost Gaming showed no fear. Their defense was offense, and Gears 4 calls for a great offense.
They're not organized.
Not at all.
Not at all. And it shows. Ghost Gaming at Whale was able to take their second hill every single time. I feel like Buddy, they put a lot of resources towards one thing, and they never look after the other. They never looked at the flank. They never look at the other hill that they're guarding, and it's Ghost Gaming's for the taking every single time.
They drop the double X's. They get out the secondary spawns on the opposite side, where the opposite of the home hills here in this first half. So they block that out, which is not good to me because that means you're keeping the same fight. I hate when teams don't change anything about the map. They don't ever change the meta. I hate the block as a weapon placement, but let's see if Buddy can stop from going into the second half down 5-1, because that's basically a 5-foot deep grave, and all they got to do is get one more shovel load out to drop you in.
And Monkeys, there you have it with a frag grenade. Get in a double kill, getting God Plays and Toy Soldier on out of here. Identif picking up the down on Crush Mode, and it's a 3v1. Speedy has no shot in the world at this.
Identiv's going to pick that up. He's going to throw out one, drop it in the middle. He's not going to pick anybody up with it now. So let's see if Identiv's can rotate correctly. He got another mark on Firearm. That's massive for his team. Firearm got taken down, got taken out. Here comes the triple cap. Identiv's trying to pad some stats with a drop shot, but doesn't connect with that one either. So again, this is worst case scenario for Buddy. You're down 5-1. This is that grave that's been dug for you.
Ghost Gaming too strong, too good. They're way too much for Buddy on this map. They're outclassing them. Hopefully something can change now that we're hitting halftime. And what happens at halftime?
So at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know at home, the respawns drop all the way back down to 12 seconds, where it'll gradually go back up. We'll also have the home hill swapped from one half to the other. But when I was looking at that scoreboard over your shoulder, is Monkeys 10-0 since the restart?
You can't look at the scoreboard because they were getting just random kills when they restarted. All right? Get your balance, Colin. Get your balance.
My man's has got the Vigilant right now. Let him finish the map off and get the Vigilant ribbon. That'd be amazing to me.
All right, all aboard with Crush Mode. 2 kills and 6 deaths. Looking for his 7th, and there you have it. He's going to get down and taken out by Monkeys. He got caught with his pants down, but Monkeys, he's going to rotate over to try to stop Speedy and God Plays. The duo getting kills left and right, taking out Sleeper.
So we're going to the clock tower, but there's no big power weapon over it. And what did I say earlier? When there's not a big team fight to be happening there, Buddy has a chance to win it, and they do. But once you put that power weapon there and you're being forced into a big team fight, Buddy's been losing the majority of those.
You're right. And now, take a look at Buddy's defense. They see this big 3-man push. Desnod immediately gets down, but Speedy, he gets down as well. Sleeper's going to pick up that kill. And just like that, Identif and Sleeper took over their defense, and it's what we've been talking about all game long.
The linchpin of that, did you see where Speedy tried to roll up on that down member of Ghost Gaming and couldn't get the chunk? He couldn't get that to come out, so when he rolled back, he was already getting double answered. He gets down and out, and that's sometimes you've got to make the right decision. You got to force that kill if you're Speedy. You got to get that trade.
But Colin, it's more than that. You're going to have to put so much more emphasis in the market area. Ghost Gaming has dominated that. That's their market, and because they have that type of real estate in the middle, they're able to offer out a whole bunch of support fire to help out their teammates.
They got all the real estate, and they're living rent-free in the market right now. They're not having to pay a dime on it because Buddy has no answer for what Ghost Gaming has been able to do in the middle of this map. And you see Crush Mode finally come in here, and he's going to try to get a couple shots on. He's got Speedy with him. That's a good duo, if you ask me. But look at the Lancer fire. It's like a nightclub out there, all them bullets flying overhead.
All 3 of them now, still downing Desnod left to right, but Sleeper comes in, takes out God Plays. How is Crush Mode going to answer?
He's going to go down. That's how he's going to answer. Crush Mode goes down, gets cleaned up. Here comes Speedy. He's got a next shot at it. Speedy's going to have to play this correctly because Sleeper still has Lancers around him. And somehow, some way, Speedy uses his talent and his ability to move and outthink his opponent to win a 1v1 with extra Lancer fire coming in on him.
Yeah, we've seen Buddy fight for so much real estate throughout this entire map, but what's stopping him is support fire, chaos on the top of the map. You have Desnod over in Bell Tower. You have somebody else in the B Street. Everywhere they go, there's a Lancer pointed at them, and they should be taking notes.
big chunk out, the big brick coming out onto Godplay's. Godplay's going to have to play a little defense here on that B hill because they need to continue to hold this. They need one break, though. They need to get to the home hill of Ghost Gaming and break. And is Ghost Gaming going to turtle up? All those members are within 5 feet. Toy Soldier tries to run in. Toy Soldier's in the hill. He's got to get in there. He's got to stay in there. He doesn't have it. But they do get the break.
No.
They get the break at 206.
No.
There it goes. They're cleaning up. They need one more. One more cleanup. It's over. Buddy Buddy's going to win. Buddy Buddy's going to win.
That was an amazing finish.
When you know you got to get the break and you somehow get it anyway, those are the plays I love because you're forced. Your hand is forced, and you know you got to fly at them, and that's what happens when you turtle.
Yeah.
Earlier we saw Buddy Buddy do it. Successful. Everybody praises him. Good job.
Exactly.
This time, Ghost Gaming turtles.
And they fell.
And it flops.
Yep. Spread the map as much as you can. And we're going to see something familiar. Frag grenades over in the market area. It's going to be a key area for Ghost Gaming as they've consistently taken control of that specific part of the map to offer support fire all around B Street and Bell Tower.
So what I think you're going to see here is you're going to see a lot of people go over to that B Street area, that old Bell Tower area. Look at this, 4 members I think it is. There we go. We're going to have a 1-member drop off, 2-member drop off. So we're going to have a little overload here. A little 3-2 split in the middle and on the Bell Tower side. You're going to have an overload. So they have to get these kills quickly, or they're going to see Ghost Gaming overload the home hill side of this map, which is what it looks like they're doing by the X-rays on my screen.
With Ghost Gaming, they're going to have to act fast. Firearm, their power weapon support player, full red, able to get away, but Crushmo gets down, and they're going to be unable to save him. So for those that want a Bell Tower, they're going to have to put out that Lancer and make sure they get in as much damage as possible. Firearm gets down, and this is a dangerous spot, Colin. If Ghost Gaming are able to move up to this part of the map, we can see a triple cap. They can overrun that whole side of the map.
Flank. Chaos on the flank. He's got them both down.
No.
He's got them both down. Oh, I think this might be it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
a big-time flank, and the respawns come out. They got about 2 or 3 seconds to get over there. Somebody's got to get to the hill. They actually push Chaos out before he can cap it. Here comes a grenade.
Jump in there, Toy Soldier. Oh, Sleeper putting Toy Soldier to bed. What I called out happened right afterwards. Chaos's flank was everything.
Oh, yeah. I love to watch a teammate that gets the call out like, hey, look, we're in a bit of a stalemate up here on top street. We know that we need one more person to be able to rotate. Chaos says, hey, look, I'm your guy. You called for the backup. I'm here.
Wait. What was Monkey's stat line when you called out? Did he have 1 death?
10-0 when he
He's died
called it out.
once since then.
So now he's 17-1, ladies and gentlemen, since the restart. I think Monkeys might have found something in that powwow. We kept talking about it. Might have been a chance for Buddy Buddy to talk things out, and I think it turned into a way for Ghost Gaming to look at each other and say, hey, Monkeys, you want to get a bunch of kills? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Everybody talks about the individual skill that Buddy Buddy has, including me, but Monkeys is proving that he can match guns with them. Picking up the frag grenade and instantly getting a kill on firearm. Ghost Gaming this close to closing out map 1.
Absolutely huge, but it's still actually a bunch of trades. It's still a 3v3 for a few more seconds, but then you finally have a 3rd member of Buddy Buddy going down. So now Buddy Buddy is going to have to play up and try to win this Bell Tower. But Monkeys is not making it easy. That Lancer is pure, and it is true. And he is doing everything that is needed for his team. Monkeys is making it all happen right now, ladies and gentlemen. I love to watch this man play.
2 deaths so far this map. That is unheard of, Colin.
Unheard of, unseen, unknown. I love it. Keep putting on a show, big man.
All right, Ghost Gaming applying the pressure. Identims and Sleeper. They see Toy Soldier in the copy area, but with Lancer fire coming from Buddy Buddy spawn, they're going to back up a Buddy Buddy. They're on the aggression. Let's see how good Ghost Gaming's defense actually is.
Looks pretty good right now. Identities might die there, but they do get a trade. And now Monkeys, the man, the myth, the legend
Don't
right
push
now.
him.
He's forging his own legacy. He knows he's got a chance to make something happen if he can just bounce around and maybe get up close to him, but they're not letting him. Good Lancer fire out of middle market. Finally, Buddy Buddy has somebody in middle market. Thank goodness gracious they got him there.
Desnai coming on the flank, taking out firearm. The 2v2 turned into a 3v2. Desnai getting a double kill before going to the grave.
Monkeys last alive over there in the Bell Tower. I think he's going to be left in a 2v1. He bounces around, but Kaid calls it. He reads them like a playbook and says, oh, I know you're going to take this pillar. I'll just hit you when you get there.
All right, Sleeper trying to hold his own right now in a 2v3. He's able to take out Godplay. He's looking for another player. But Toy Soldier takes out Identis before getting team killed. Oh,
Sleeper's going to go down. That's good Lancer fire, but Desanide's right there to try to back him up. Speedy's trying to push this kill. A little bit of a boneheaded play. He got blinders on. He was like a racehorse. He was just trying to think about the kill.
But look at how important this bell tower is. No matter what, Ghost Gaming one by one, they're persistent with their pushes and they are not letting go. So Desanide all in Firearms face. He's going to back up his monkeys, brings in the kill.
So Desanide backs up, he backs off. He is in the lead right now. Ghost Gaming does have the 2 hills to 1, and they're up 6-2. So if I'm Ghost Gaming, I kind of level out right here. You play a little bit defense, you get that drop shot, you know they're going to push in on you. Now just drop a couple out there, make that explosive work for you, but they're going to roll out with it. I think Desanide needs to roll a little bit further back and then use it, but it doesn't even matter. Sleeper, again, the rotations. It's like the perfect piece of toast, baby. It's just crispy enough that when you bite into it, it's the best one you ever had.
And the sad thing about it is, it was a 2v3, but with Desanide picking up the boom shot, it was minus a person. They still won. It wasn't an issue.
Hey,
they're going for the triple cap. This is the kill, Colin.
They're going to apply the pressure, and they're going to try to get this triple cap, and that will wrap up map number 1. Ghost Gaming wins it 7-2, and Belly, they are so on fire. The wheels are greased. I can't wait for map number 2.
Ryan, you were paying attention the entire time. What was working so well for this Ghost squad?
We talked about that opportunity, right? It was kind of the audible, right? A little bit of a freeze, and it looked like much really changed there, right? That last round to me was such an indicator of how the whole map went, right? You saw that initial, you saw Buddy take 4 players down, and get the power weapon, get out, not hold the setup. Ghost Gaming makes the rotations, wins the numbers.
Does a good job at that. Yeah, well said. Of course, Ghost Gaming on their rotations. If y'all didn't hear Ryan, I'm not sure if you guys could hear him back at home as we didn't have him in our ears here, but Belly, Colin, both of y'all had a chance to call the action. What were you seeing as you break it down?
Domination, a spanking. That was sad. That was scary. That was ugly.
I think what I saw was Monkeys went into a phone booth, he took his shirt off, and he came out as Superman.
Super Monkey.
It's Super Monkey, I guess. That's what I'm going to call him. Thank you for that, John.
Yeah. Draw the logo. Ghost Game and make it happen because Super Monkey has emerged onto planet Earth.
Unbelievable.
Me saying Super Monkey or his performance?
No, his performance.
Oh, okay.
Super Monkey's witty. But to do that to a team like Buddy Buddy,
yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah, I got to agree with that here. It's, of course, a great showing, a great performance from Super Monkey and the Ghost Gaming squad. They go up 7-2, and they win map number 1. If you're a Ghost Gaming fan, whether you're in the audience or at home, you're feeling very good right now for their expectations that they are living up to.
Oh, yeah, and especially taking a look at the crowd. Every time they got a big kill, every time they went around, they make sure that everybody on Buddy Buddy heard it. That's the type of support you want.
Yeah, of course, they perform incredibly well. It looks like Ghost Gaming advances and does an incredible job of doing it here in map number 1. They still have 2 more maps to go, though. What do we have in store here for map 2 and 3, Colin?
I think for map 2, we had Forge Blitz, which is a longtime favorite of Ghost Gaming. Those boys have played Forge Blitz almost every single time they have gotten into a major bland circuit event. The only time it gets banned out, I think, is when they play Optic Gaming. I think it's been Optic Gaming's auto ban against them because they know how much Ghost Gaming loves this map. It's always in their rotation, so I don't really see a change in story. I think Ghost Gaming has a quarter. They're going to put in the jukebox, another song and dance for them. They're just going to get it over with.
More and more Tiny Toons here for Ghost Gaming as they're going to continue to roll, says Colin. Vel, you agree with that? Can Buddy Buddy bring it back?
1,000,000%. Oh, you said Buddy Buddy coming back? No, not at all. Looking at Forge Blitz, take a look at the play style between it. You went for Buddy Buddy?
No.
I was going to say, okay.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that evil on me.
Do you agree with that, or can Buddy Buddy bring it back?
No, Buddy Buddy can't bring it back at all. Forge Blitz, it screams Ghost Gaming, and it's their map pick, first off, and just the difference in play styles throughout the entirety of the map outside of the control tower is teamwork. They have so much more than Buddy Buddy to where it's actually embarrassing if you want to compare the two.
Yeah, of course, doing a great job is Ghost Gaming. Looking very good going in to Saturday and, of course, Championship Sunday following. We got a lot of people said this is the match. This is the one that's going to determine who's going to win this pool unless some team can open bracket, can do something major. Ghost Gaming is looking good to play against Reciprocity most likely. We also have Optic Gaming going up against Elevate, I believe, on the side. I know it's been a little bit of a tight one there, so we'll keep you guys updated on the side station. Ghost Gaming, though, is the story we want to talk about. Everyone that is here for Ghost Gaming. Let's take a moment to learn a little bit more about this Ghost Gaming squad.
What's motivated me as a player? It's a lot of things, man. Usually my family, it's just like fans. It's just like a lot of people, a lot of like my organization, I just can't let down nobody. You need to be smart in this game. You need to outsmart. In the same way that you have to outskill your opponent, you have to outsmart them. Like you have to be better than them. You have to think better than them, like all the time. I used to feel mad pressure when I got here, but then I realized when you're not focusing that, you're just you. I love my team. I know we can get better. We just need time. We're so good. Like we're so good at the game. We just need to keep playing, keep trusting in your teammates, and just complete the process more than nothing.
2 years later, I think they got a little bit of that. Identives returns back to Mexico and Latin America to play alongside his teammates. What a story that was, to move to North America, to play with the Ghost Gaming roster in California, live in a mansion, live the dream, learn some English, by the way. His English has improved tremendously. And to go back to his teammates, back to his roots, you don't see that very often in traditional sports there, Ryan, do you?
No, it's incredible, man. Like I said, his mission was complete. He wanted to come win a championship. He went to Ghost Gaming, he won a championship. Now he gets this amazing homecoming, especially with the first event back being Mexico City, right? That's such an incredible story. He's such an incredible player, right? And I can't wait to see how he motivates that team.
Yeah, of course. Identives, can't say enough about him as a leader and as a player. I'm sure how much he's matured as well. Yeah. You have a hard time believing it, but I believe he's like 20, 21 years old. He looks like a grown man.
He's an old soul, ladies and gentlemen.
He's an old soul. He looks like a grown man, very mature. Again, a huge shout out to Identives. The king of Latin America makes his return back home and is playing alongside this Ghost Gaming squad that is looking great here at Mexico City on their home turf, that's for sure.
Oh, they're definitely looking as good as any team out there that I've actually gotten to see. I actually had the pleasure yesterday during Media Day. I sat down with all the different teams. I like to ask them about interviews. And I think one of my favorite things in the world is Identives looked at me and he said, we play matchup games. We don't have favorite maps. We don't have least favorite maps. Whoever we're playing, we pick our maps based on who they are because we know what we can do to them on each map and every map. I love that mentality. They look at who they're playing right in front of them and they pick matchups that they like. They might even switch up spawns, according to some of the quotes I got, to match up better against the talent they're going against.
Showing a lot of maturity as a team. Identives said they needed time. They got that time. They know how to play the game now. It's a matter of can they execute. Veli, in your eyes, can this Ghost Gaming squad execute, or will they choke like we've seen a lot of times?
They're definitely going to execute. Did you see map 1 fall out? Did you see the same game I saw?
Oh, that's one map, and it's against a much different squad, that's for sure.
But this map is catered for Ghost Gaming. Forge Blitz scream a W for Ghost Gaming. If this turns out to be a close game or Ghost Gaming loses, then buddy, they turn Super Saiyan or something. I don't know.
Of course.
They're going to have to do something. Actually, I can't wait to see how our spawns match out for this game because one of my favorite things in this world is to see how they rock the spawns.
Map number 2. Off Mexico City, or will Buddy Buddy be able to bounce back on Forge Blitz? Veli, Colin, take it away.
The one thing I love about Forge Blitz, Colin, it is classic Gears of War. You have your 2v2 control tower fight. You have your 1v1s, which are home hill players, over in the incinerator area, but also another 2v2 in the middle that can change at any time.
Oh, baby. Designated Chaos are going to go against Firearm, and I don't know, Identives is up there. Did they overload or did they just switch the spawns? They actually sent Identives up to that top control tower to work with Designated, and that is a gruesome twosome, but Godplay's making it work for himself, getting a kill on Designated. Identives is going to have to back up a little bit because elsewhere on the map, Ghost Gaming kind of lost those initial fights, so now what you see is Ghost Gaming having to make some correct calls to get these kills real quick and then get the height advantage and be able to use that to take control of the map. You got the 50-yard line now, move forward and get to the end zone.
You know what that's called? When we just saw with Identities and Chaos, that is nothing but communication, Colin. That's chemistry. Identities and Chaos was coming in from the spawn. He was able to saw Godplays long enough for his buddy to come over and help him out. And now these two, they're here trying to hold back Buddy from this control tower. No, Identity's coming on the flank. They're giving him free kills.
Firearm's going to have to figure something out now because he's staring at 2 members of Ghost Gaming. That's a concrete block that got thrown at Firearm. That wasn't no brick. That was a big-time shot.
All right, Monkey's taking out Toy Store to 3 straight kills for Ghost.
So now with the last 2 alive, Speedy and Crush Mode, can they hold off the onslaught of Ghost Gaming on their home? They will for just a moment. Speedy, Crush. These are two guys that are very clutch in these kind of situations. So I think they're going to be able to hold this off for at least now. Speedy, though, runs straight at Chaos, and Chaos shuts him down.
All right, and with the domination coming through, Ghost Gaming, they're trying to hold Buddy in the spawn, and with 4 more seconds, they can possibly do it. Firearm being able to jump in the spawn, but God plays. He goes down. Firearm, he dies. Oh, Ghost Gaming, they're giving it to him. Crush Mode dies, and that is going to be all 5 players down, Colin. The first round is definitely a statement. Ghost Gaming on top.
On a Forge, like Forge Blitz, you melt metal down and you make beautiful weapons. Well, Ghost Gaming right now, they're melting down Buddy. Everything they had in that round, Buddy didn't have an answer for. 3 members of Buddy, not a single kill. So what I'm looking at right now is you got to change the complexion of this. Put something down to make your fight a little bit better. Find yourself something on the map that gives you the ability to control the rest of it. I don't want to see a double block. If they put it down, it tells me they're scared because they don't want to possibly give a power weapon to Ghost Gaming because Ghost Gaming played the initial perfectly.
If I see this double block, I'm going to be actually quite concerned because immediately what are they thinking of? Marxists. And you block the Marxists, but like Blaze always preaches, whenever you start blocking and placing other weapons around the map, make sure you put down a big one. You want to build around the biggest power weapon possible if you want to go ahead and beat these better teams.
They needed to put something other than that. I don't like the double block. They're going to continue to go with the standard loadouts. We're only going to see Lancer, Nasher, Snub, and Smoke. We're going to see, though, if they can change their fortunes here. Bunch of smokes coming out here, B. We're going to fly up. That's a beautiful camera angle we got right into this control tower. Godplay is rotating across the top of that control table, and he's going to see if he can get some shots, but he gets bricked. So now they're going to have to do a little bait and switch. Godplays, though, is going to get down, and that's going to be the first kill in Ghost Gaming's favor, and they're going to push Firearm straight into the clutches of all the other members of Ghost Gaming.
And just like that, it's a domino effect, Colin. You knock out the head and the rest of them fall. Ghost Gaming now flanking Buddy, and Buddy, they have no idea what to do right now. Ghost Gaming, they're swarming on their side of the map. But Speedy coming over towards the A hill. This is going to be important. Sleeper is trying to keep them in check with Desnod, but they have to make this push. They have to do it now.
And they're going to have to do something after getting a kill on Identives. You've blunted the tip of the spear. Identives not being on the map is massive for Buddy because they have the chance now to push onto some of these other members of Ghost Gaming and not just continue to bang their heads against that sharpened steel that is Identives, who wins so many 1Vs and so many fights. So let's go through the cogwheels here. Speedy gets a big brick, but immediately gets down with Lancer Fire. The teamwork again is just too good for Ghost Gaming. They're going to get the pickup on Speedy, but Godplays and Speedy are going to push up with those Lancers. They're going to get the decap on B. They're going to get the 2 hills.
Okay.
So they're still fighting back. There's still life. They're able to put their hands up. I'm not calling this one yet. I'm not throwing in a towel just yet on them.
Slowly but surely, Buddy trying to take the lead. 2 hill lead to 1. Yet they are down in points still with a score of 116 and 97. Being up in numbers shortly until all players respawn for Ghost Gaming. So now we're looking at a whole 5v5, but take a look at the other side of the map. You see Ghost Gaming making a complete push. Speedy and Firearm, they're going to have to rotate because Ghost Gaming, they want a double home hill setup.
Well, look, again, Ghost Gaming read the situation. They knew where most of Buddy was. They went to where they weren't. It's a smart play. It's what you want to see high-level teams do.
It's almost like it's logic, it's common sense.
Who uses that?
Common sense.
Stop it. Stop with the logic. Stop with making sense. So now with the double home hill setup, Toy Soldier, Crushmo with a 3rd member now. That is Firearm coming off that spawn. They're going to have to push into this. They're going to have to get these breaks because the points are getting a little too much out of hand late in this round. We're almost at that dreaded 180 mark where you know you got to make something happen.
And look at this, they're simply bullying them out of their spawn. Toy Soldier running in and getting a nice 1-shot down on Desnod. But they're going to have to act fast. Currently losing the B hill. You are going to see Buddy having to make a push with Ghost Gaming so close to winning the 2nd round. They need a triple cap domination starting now.
They're going to have to get that break quickly, but in 3 seconds, it's going to be too little, too late. And there it is, Ghost Gaming. With their 2nd round under their belt, they played it to the wire. Took them 3 minutes to do it, but it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
By
win
hook
is a
or
win.
by crook, you got the round win, baby.
What did I say in Fast and Furious, Colin? Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile?
Right now, they're winning by a couple miles. Winning by a couple.
All right, so Buddy, let's see what they're going to do to come back. Crush Mode now putting down the power weapon for his teammates. Just taking a look at a sniper tower over, a sniper rifle to put down over in the control tower. If they do that, they're definitely going to have to pick up their slaying skill in the initials up there because they've been losing.
I don't blame you for that snafu because if you put a sniper in there, it stops
Sniper
being
tower.
a control tower
Exactly.
and becomes a sniper tower.
See,
so
you see it.
No
You see it.
problem here calling it a sniper tower. We have the sniper dropped, and I believe, ladies and gentlemen, with the block and the sniper, we finally have given them something to play for.
Yep.
If I'm buddy, I overload that sniper rifle off the rip. Throw your smokes, lose them in the numbers, and make sure that you're hidden, but then overload it and try to get that easy win up there.
And to me, all eyes are going to have to be on Godplays. He goes up the control tower. You're going to want to put that power weapon in his hands and see what he's going to do exactly with it. So, this is a double threat. Godplays and Firearm. Whoever picks it up on that team in that duo, they're going to do work.
They get Dezenite, so now God plays the Firearms. They just got to figure out where Identives is, and they got to get the kill on him. They do get it, so now God plays, I think, will be rewarded with the sniper rifle. Speedy taking out Sleeper down on the bottom side of the map down there at B. So right now, the hills and the kills are in favor of Buddy Buddy, and this looks like it could be their round quickly.
It's almost as if they were throwing a control tower until they had something that they wanted up there. You put a sniper rifle up there and Firearm and Godplays, they're winning every gunfight. That's going to be it, but with the 2-1 hill lead, let's see how Godplays rotates around and utilizes this newfound power weapon to put his team up in rounds.
And he's going to switch that off the Firearm because you want to put Godplays back in the fight. You want to put Godplays' natural ability back in the fight. Give Firearm, who is a long-time marksman, the chance to use that thing to the best of its ability. Missed a big shot there. So Firearm runs up, though, and gets his own Nasher kill, showing that he could still do it. He runs all the way back into his own spawn.
Pull out the sniper rifle. Get the headshot. Okay.
He goes down.
But he's going to get back up. They're not going to run in that spawn.
That's dangerous. That's such a dangerous down for them. Because now what it is they're able to long spawn him and continue to kill Buddy Buddy off of their own home.
You're right. But, Firearm barely missing a headshot as Crush Mode takes out Sleeper, and here goes the offensive. Let's see if Firearm puts away the sniper rifle. Good call. And here goes the pitch. Crush Mode, Firearm in a 2v2, and with Toy Soldier's help, they were able to take out Chaos and Monkeys.
Firearm throwing the smoke into that middle cog area now. That's a good smoke because you hide your numbers as you come through. You come out on the other side. You just got to figure out where Ghost Gaming set up. You got Sleeper and Dezenite trying to defend that B hill to make sure that they cannot get that triple cap. But Buddy Buddy is still racking up the points, and with the triple cap being threatened, Ghost Gaming is going to have to make a move.
Colin, this is the scrappiest fight I've ever seen in my life. Firearm getting a kill on Dezenite, and Buddy Buddy slowly finding a way to make this map favor them when it comes to their play style.
But Monkeys gets the respawn sniper. Nobody told Buddy Buddy this weekend not playing with a coach. Will DeBeast couldn't make it to the tournament, so now Buddy Buddy's having to do all their own weapon timers, and that could come back to bite him, especially with Monkeys getting a free sniper from the control tower.
As Franchise says, that can't happen.
Not at all, no way, no how.
All right, so with only one hill in possession, that's going to be Buddy Buddy, but on board with Godplay. 6 kills, 6 deaths, pretty even spread so far. You see, he's basically gathering info, give to his teammates. They're looking for a push to make when it comes to numbers, and with his teammates coming out of spawn, the push is going to be in the incinerator area.
And Godplays knows that he's about to get pushed. He's going to get pushed by at least one, but Monkeys takes his head off from the side outside of that little power station, and you see Firearm waiting for somebody to help A at him, but he misses the shot. So now Ghost is going to threaten. Not like this. Not like this. Fight it off, Speedy. Do what you can. Get the first. Can he get a second? He's trying to get another chunk. He keeps getting a touch, but he's going to get killed in the hill.
You were winning.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. They still have hope.
They still got C. They still got C. They still got C.
All right, let's see what's going to happen. Can Ghost Gaming do it? No. Godplay's getting the double kill. All they need are 10 more seconds calling to pull off this round.
They need 10 more seconds, which means you know they're going to fly at you. Be prepared to play a little defense. Big up A. Doesn't come through. Kaid, great. God plays with a great kill right there. He's going to roll into the other hill. So Buddy Buddy gets their first round on the board, and it's shortly after they put that sniper rifle in control tower. So
Colin,
if I'm Ghost, I answer back with a big weapon.
I agree. So even though Ghost Gaming won that round in almost 4 minutes, are you happy with that win if you're on Buddy Buddy? I mean, Buddy Buddy winning a round. Are you happy with that win?
I'm happy with anything. I'm happy with any round win. I don't care if it's the first or the seventh. Every round counts, whether you win the first one or the last one. You got to find a way to win them, and I don't care how they did it. They found out. No big weapon down, just frag grenades at B Hill. So we're going to see basically the same fight.
Yeah.
They're going to take this again. Identives, I'm sure, is comfortable with him and Des and I being able to get the kills up there. So they're going to go right back at this. You see the smokes coming out in the middle of B Hill. You see Monkeys getting pushed up on by Speedy. Speedy's going to try to hunt him down, but Toy Soldier's there as well. Toy Soldier's going to go down. So Godplays and Firearm win the 2v2 up top again. Firearm gets that sniper, misses a shot, put down in the B Hill area. They did lose Toy Soldier off the initial, but Speedy taking care of the rest.
All 5
He's
down.
mopping it up.
All
They
5
got all
down.
5
That's
down.
it.
That should be a second round for Buddy Buddy.
Who would have ever thought putting a sniper rifle up top would make Firearm get all the kills in the world, Colin? I really like this new Buddy Buddy system. What are they doing? They're starting off strong in the initials. Since the beginning of the map, the first 2 rounds of those games, they dominated.
And look, you know what it's like. When you see that really pretty girl, you're willing to put in a little bit more effort, all right?
Just a little bit.
Sometimes you're just taking a little blase-blah. You're just being yourself. Next thing you know, that sniper rifle goes down. That sure do look good. I want to go home with that.
All right, Buddy Buddy rolling up their sleeves, but on board with Ghost Gaming. Now, having to answer back after losing 2 rounds straight after they won the first 2, how are they going to come back against Buddy Buddy? They're going to have to start on the initial strong. We all see how Godplays and Firearm are aggressive up top, and they want that win. They're going to have to answer back just as strong.
So Smoke's coming out. I think what they need to do, I think if you're Identives or Desinite, you try to single out Godplays and get the kill, which is what they do here. So now Firearm is left in a 2v1. That's a brilliant initial strategy.
There you go. All right, put in that sniper rifle in Identive's hands and immediately taking the hat off of Crush Mode. That's going to be all 5 players down, Colin, and the domination coming faster than ever.
And here it comes, 3-2. So Ghost Gaming answers back. I love the way that they played that out. I really think that they did a great job winning that round quickly. They got that 2v1 that they needed. They made sure that they got Godplays soloed out up there because he is a much more dangerous face-to-face threat than Firearm. They know that Godplays has been the tip of the spear for them most of this game, so they single him out, put him in a 2v1, get the kill on him, and now I'd like to see what they answer with. What does Buddy Buddy either change or court? No, they got to put something. No, they can change anything. They can change anything. Okay. I want to see him change this up to a fight they like.
All right, I dig it.
We're going to see, I think, a boom shot going down, though.
That's a drop shot. That's going to be one of Speedy's calls once again. All right, so you know what that's going to do to strategy, right, Colin? The 2v2 fight that we had up top at Control Tower, that's going to turn to a 1v1 possibly. And there's going to be so much more emphasis on the middle part of the map, and that's where the home hill players come in big.
So the smokes now are going to be ever so more important. I think you're going to see a big, big fight go down out here. You might have a 1v1 up there for that sniper rifle, and it looks like that's what you'll have. You'll have a 3v3 for the drop. You're going to have a 1v1 for the sniper. Firearm's going to fight that 1v1 against Chaos. Godplays, Desinite, and Monkeys all within about 10 feet of each other. Here comes Monkeys, though. Monkeys flying through the smokes, trying to get an easy kill there on Speedy. But Speedy, he's going to have to rotate over to the back pillars. Identives shutting them down. They're going to win the drop shot, and they will win the sniper rifle.
Outclassed, outplayed, and outstratted. Ghost Gaming firing off on all cylinders with all 5 players down for Buddy Buddy. And Colin, you hear that sound?
That is the bell for whom the bell tolls, and that is not what you want to hear. Under 50 seconds, Ghost Gaming takes it into the half, 4-2.
Light work.
Oh, slight work, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so Buddy Buddy now having a fight from behind, and you don't want to be down 2-4, especially 2-5 against the likes of Ghost Gaming in their hometown. So Buddy Buddy, they're going to have to start off strong. But with Monkeys and Co. just slaying left and right, you're going to have an answer book. At halftime, all the power weapons are taken off of the map, so you kind of get a fresh start.
You get a fresh start, but what you see is just basically the opposite. You got the one player playing in the middle of the map where the old B is. You're still going to have the 2v2 up top, and you'll have a 2v2 down at the incinerator this time.
Yeah.
And button control is that much more important in the second half.
Oh, Godplays able to pick up Desinite, but Identive's getting the double kill, saving the day for Ghost Gaming. And Sleeper getting a double kill of his own. Ghost Gaming, just a double kill machine right now, Colin.
Speedy's left all on an island by himself. I'll tell you what, The way that Ghost Gaming is playing, they are the scariest team I've seen all weekend long. They are just firing on all cylinders at this point.
All right, Chaos, he's now calling out numbers, tagging Crushmo and Toy Soldier, calling out their placements because now this is where they're going for the kill. They're not going to go for the triple cap just yet, but after they get a little bit of them caught on their own, they're going to get those kills. They're moving slowly to try to put this game away. But with the failed 1v1, Monkeys will fall to Speedy.
And I think what you're going to see is a big ability for them to go through here into the cogwheels. Look at how they set up. They got some great Lancer fire in there. Now Speedy's going to have to throw their smoke out. They're going to push up on Dezenite because the smoke and the stun will come through. So Dezenite's going to have to retreat, but he's going to get chased. But now Dezenite has run into his teammates. So they have the numbers in a small section of the map. That's a big first kill. Can Identives get another? Identives still fighting on that table. He gets a second. Don't give him a third, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let him keep embarrassing
no, that was a brick.
He got the third. He got the third.
He gets the kill.
Identives being the big man on campus, making it happen.
Identives back home in Mexico, making a statement, Colin, going big against Buddy. So now Firearm full red, trying to flank Sleeper. He got down. Who's going to pick him up? Oh no, Chaos is going to clean that up before he goes down himself.
That third kill by Identives was perfect because it was a headshot and it was a body just standing there with no head, and that's how Buddy's been playing this game.
Is that some shade, Colin?
That is a little bit of shade,
a little bit.
But it's the truth. You can't deny that's what's been happening to him. If you're Buddy, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do because every time they continue to gain momentum or win rounds, it's when Identives is dead.
Yeah.
Every time he's off spawn,
you're right.
You're getting control.
You're right. Speedy calling out a push in the front lines right now. Full red still pushes forward. Identives, Desert Monkey getting 3 kills, 1 apiece, but Firearm now pushing into his home field to stop Monkeys. But that's not enough, and Monkeys is letting him know.
Who did you say started that secondary push?
Hey.
Who started it?
Hey.
It's
hey.
Identives.
Hey. The king.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Kings have crowns. Identives has a chip. He's come back home. I might say he's emulating a certain NBA player who's trying to bring a championship back to his hometown.
You calling him LeBron before he went to the Lakers?
I'm calling him a man on a mission.
Le Identives. That was terrible.
It's whatever. It works because he's playing like the best player in the world. This is a different animal. I haven't seen this Identives, I think, ever. Even when he was on Ghost Gaming, he played home hills, he played smart, he played back. When he played with Splice, he was all over the place, but he wasn't this consistent. Right now, right here, Identives is cementing an actual legacy as a top player in Gears of War, and it is the scariest sight for everybody else.
Colin, you've seen this Identives before. Let's dig back in time. E-United against Identives & Co. This is where Identives stood out, and he made a name for himself and was picked up by one of the top North American teams. Coming back home in Mexico, he's doing the exact same. 15 kills, 7 deaths, Identives looking to pick up his 16th.
Lancer back out. He's going to try to point out these members of Buddy. Buddy trading out right there. So now you got to see one member like Godplays rotate over to try to make sure that they don't get flanked. So now Identives is going to rotate back over to the E-Hill. Back and forth he goes like a pendulum. He's going where his teammates need him.
Yeah.
He's never letting them be left out on an island. He's going to go for the revive. Almost gets that turnaround on Firearm. And they do end up getting the kill there on Firearm with a little bit of help. Get some shots in the back, and here comes the Lancer fire again. Can the man do it all? The answer is 3 letters, 1 word, yes, yes, yes.
And that was the scariest duo I've ever seen in my life. Identives and Chaos leading the way, picking up kills left and right, but with the D-Hill in sight. Let's see what Identives and them are going to plan. Oh no, they have the drop shot, Colin. Barely missing Speedy, but Identives, he's waiting for the perfect opening to be able to make that push. He sees Toy Soldier and Crushmo right there, along with Firearm.
He's playing a little hide-and-go-seek.
Yeah.
It's a little hide-and-go-seek. It'll turn into a game of tag, though, when he sees the right opening.
Pushes him and gets bodied. That's not what you do, Colin.
Dezenite takes out Godplays with that drop shot. So now 3 dead, 4 Buddy. 5v2. You got to take advantage of this.
This is going to be a Colin domination timer coming through. 4 players down. Firearm nowhere to be found, and that is it. 6-2. Ghost Gaming at match and series point.
That's my two favorite words in all of Gears, ladies and gentlemen. It's match and map point. I love when teams get into this position because the other team has the pressure of the world now. They can't lose anything else. You can't make any more mistakes. You got to play perfect Gears of War for the rest of this one and all of map 3, or you will fall to Ghost Gaming. And I think it's going to be over here soon, Bell.
And this is the scary thing about Buddy Buddy. They've only been together for 3 weeks, and if you're looking to make a comeback at 2-6, you're going to have that type of chemistry, that camaraderie with your teammates to believe in each other for this comeback. But with Dezenai and Identifs moving in and offering support fire, they're waiting for that right opening. And Dezenai might have found it. He's pushing in, runs past God Plays, Toy Soldier in his sight. Oh no. With a distraction from Dezenai, Identifs was able to pick up the drop shot, and Collins dancing.
I'm dancing because he actually went through that smoke, did a little tap dance. They got the drops, got a kill, and now they're able to set up. But that's a big mental mistake by Identifs, killing Chaos with that drop. If I'm on Ghost Gaming, I go to Identifs and say, hey, let me have the drop. Just give it up here.
At least he got a kill with it.
Yeah, he did.
At least he got a kill.
He got the, he at least.
Speedy missed about all of them last map, so Identifs at least got one right there.
About or all?
About all. Both. All right, Identifs now. You're going to see slower gameplay. This is where Ghost Gaming, they're going to call out numbers to see where they can attack. You have one player control tower. He knows that there's 2 players in front of him. So with 2 more players down in the incinerator area, you're going to see the one player near the power room, near the cubby. He's going to rotate, and they're going to make their push.
And I like it. It's settled down. It's a pure war zone. All you hear is gunfire in the background. Nobody's moving left or right. Identifs picks up Crushmo with a drop shot. Speedy killing off Dezenai.
Yeah.
So the trades are coming out. You're getting a kill here, a kill there. It's 4v3. Marks the shots by Monkeys. Don't connect enough to get the down. So now Monkeys, he's in a 2v1. He's going to have to make something happen.
They made the right plays.
And he will not make it happen.
God Plays able to pick up the kill. Sleeper on the run towards the F-hill, but he's going to get caught up by Crushmo on his way to pick up the Markster, and Crushmo's going to do damage of his own.
Well, they also know that that drop shot is almost back up. They know whoever takes control of that middle, that first half B-hill area, is going to get a second drop shot to the name.
All right.
Look at the Teamfire. Teamfire taking out Identifs. That's absolutely massive for Buddy Buddy.
And with Identifs going down, you're only going to have a 4v3 in the favor of Ghost Gaming, with Monkeys getting the latest kill. Oh, and another one taking out Crushmo. Monkeys is on a roll this entire series.
Chaos turned around to go back and help Monkeys, but I think Chaos needed to push up toward that hill. I think they need to make their push right now. They got to get a break. They're getting almost into no man's land. They might have a 2-to-1 hill advantage, but look at that. It's 160 to 112.
This is it. With the drop shot in play, Sleeper immediately picks up a kill, looking for this double. He's going to miss the fire on full red. He's going to run away and get down. And that down will be picked up by Monkeys.
There's the break.
Oh, on his head, Colin.
He gave him the drill, baby. He let him have it. And there's another kill. That will be it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghost Gaming shuts down map number 2. They make a swift 2-0 of Buddy Buddy, and they will go up, I believe, 2-0 in their pool, dominating fashion and performance.